Welcome to downtown Seattle, Seattle, Washington. We welcome you to an RBA special. Game 1 of this best of 7 series between the Nevada Nets and the Seattle Tornadoes. Not a sold out crowd again tonight. I guess that first game had all we could have for an RBA basketball matchups this season. But due to that factor, at least we know what to expect for these games moving forward here. Are you ready? Do 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 do. Let's go Tornadoes. They were first named the Cannons, and then they changed that name because it was violent, apparently, after the war between the colors broke out. Many wars did break out in our RBA history. One because of the presidential election that they accumulated in 2018 to stop war, to create peace, where every color could equally play together. And they're still fighting for it till this day by trying to create more RBA teams with different additional colors so that more colors could live together, could unite together. Uniting is the most important thing for these people because that's how they get their inner peace. If they unite together as a family and they're allowed to be together forever with every color, not just their own color, then they will have eternal peace for themselves. That doesn't have to do with cultures. If your culture like Silver wants to marry Silver so that they create more Silver. The one problem is there's too many male Silvers and there's like one female Silver in the history of RBA basketball, in the history of all Power Rangers. We don't even own that Silver that there is. They could create it very soon, but yeah, Silver is full of men, so they do have to marry another color because they're so little populated. Jordan Smith, San Antonio Knights, David White in the starting lineup so far of the players that are at the stadium. Some come after others, obviously. Some like to get more rest than others. Some like to sit in the locker room and eat for a little bit and then show up. Yeah! There he is. The guy they've been waiting for, Marvin Young. And this Seattle team has a history of doing well. He came out with Peter Hall. He is so talented. He's talking about ways they can improve their team for next year. One being they want to acquire more guys that can shoot the ball. And they want to make their team special next year. They want DeAndre Jackson to be on that lineup. It was Alpha Wagner of 1 year, Marvin Young, and DeAndre Jackson. They might even acquire Alpha back, even though he does not. He got cut from the Seattle team multiple times. It's very hard to make the varsity Silver team. This is the main Silver team. When you talk about Silver, this is the varsity team. When you talk about JV, that's the college team. When you talk about JV, that's the Charlotte team. When you talk about freshman team, that's the college team. I don't want to give no bad signs out for Charlotte, but they are pretty similar to what that Seattle World College team is like, and we can't say that they're not better because they're an RBA team. It's disrespectful, very disrespectful, to say that a college team is better than an RBA team because they wouldn't actually be able to beat them in a real game because they have a coach, they have guys that are really, really good. You can't underestimate a team just because they didn't make the playoffs every year. They don't make the playoffs every year. It doesn't matter, though. All right, so tonight we have a report. Let's talk about it for Nevada. They have not showed up yet, but they will be here very shortly. Yeah, well, the report is that every player was supposed to break down to a medical report. And the medical report is a very fast procedure. It's players that fall on the ground and accumulate their ground substance. If they break from that ground hit, that means they're not eligible for playoffs at all. They need to get fixed up. Mac Jack even made it through this. So they are requiring it before the game that everybody does that. Baltimore did not go through that. So next time Baltimore plays, they will have to do that. As well as a team called Orlando. It looked like everybody was healthy enough because we didn't seek an injury, but the RBA could get sued if there is an injury, and they don't do that. So they are evaluating everyone. Thank you. What about the injury report for Nevada? Yeah, well, there is still no sign of Zayden Thorne returning this season. He is in surgery still. He is in the hospital still. No surgery has even begun for him. They are waiting to get his papers signed, and they need to get some relays signed to get the surgery done. He needs a couple of signatures to get signed. They need to get him stabilized to get him into that motion so that he can sign them. Right now, he's unable to move. They have him on that breath simulator. He is conscious, he is fine. As of right now, he's stable. But the real elevation question is, will he be able to return? Which is approximately now a 70% chance that he will return. It's over 50, so usually when it's over 50, let me let you in on this, they do return and they are back into their signature motion. Nothing really bad to think about there. One thing is Nevada has to start these playoffs without their prime bench guy. So that means they have 7 guys total on the court. And that's not looking very good. Their bench looks already very weak. They have Noah Rose and they have David Petler. They will definitely be improving their bench in the upcoming season. But for now, they have to deal with the factor that they might have to lose the series just to get players to win with them. Yeah, well, hopefully it doesn't come to that. Nevada wants to win. They want to win a championship. They feel like they took that second step this year. Getting ahead of LAW is a huge achievement. Not every team can be ahead of LAW. That's a hard team to be ahead of. And, you know, they got that spot because they earned it, and they deserve it. So, we'll see what happens going forward. Hopefully they can get the job done. Now, they are looking for one more player before they start here, and that guy's name is Nick Sturgeon Jr. He may not even show up tonight. He was very upset that he might lose his starting spot next season. We also have no clue where he is, to be honest with you. And it's kind of starting to frustrate me. They're so great, flying higher, slowing lower, and only do what we believe. They're so great, going faster, going smoother, and only what you believe. I don't see him in here. I'm sorry, I don't see him in here. Okay, so he's not in there, so there's only one explanation. He got trapped in here. If he's not in here, he will not play tonight because they cannot find him. We'll have to look for him then extensively more. Oh boy, he's not in there either. Okay. Let's take all of you out and let's find him. He's hiding. Delay of game on the floor. Like they'll have 7 players tonight as well. As of right now, it looks like that, yeah. We cannot wait any longer. We will not wait. We have a busy schedule. We're not the only thing we have today, so we need to get going. We need this game to start, and the only way we can get it starting is if we cause that to be one of the cases that he will not play in. I mean, if he's not there, I don't know what to do. Like, there's nothing you can do if he's not here. So, I'm just saying, like, you better hurry up. This isn't him. Nor is this, nor is this. Bruh, this nigga ended up in there, my God. They found them, yeah! Everybody clap your hands, da-da-da-da, yeah! All right, so they'll begin now. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. 1, 2. Clap, clap. No players allowed on the court. No players allowed. Thank you. Yeah! And Seattle starts with a jump as we begin the first game of these playoff series. This playoff series, the second game of the Western Conference playoffs series. So now we're halfway done with starting game 1s of the West. Tony, what are your thoughts on doing the West first? Usually we do the East first. Well, it's different, obviously, but this year it's going to be a different factor because that means that the East might have to play longer, and usually it takes the East more time either way than the West. Yeah! There you go. Marvin Young with a slam. Got the crowd on their feet here. Clap, clap. Dello Goodwill in his first playoff appearance. And he misses again. Oh! Marvin, Nevada missed the playoffs last year. And... Oh no, they missed it. Both of these teams missed it in the 2K League. I want to check what happened the last time they actually had a playoffs. That wasn't the 2K League. We will check that after the first quarter ends. Young finds Smith, finds White. 3! Oh! Caden on the drive. Yeah! There you go! The rookie making masterclass gameplay shockers right there. That's great. Unable to convert on the and one. They need a guy that plays like James Freeman on this team for sure. Marvin Young! All right, not a good start for them. Goodwill hits a 3 though. Good shot by Goodwill. Marvin out of bounds! Off of Manuel Portes. David White. Da-da-dun. 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 Tony missed again. Rebound, Calvin. He finally gets it in. Calvin Goodwill. Rims feel a little bit weird today. Something happened to them, or I didn't touch them, so I think it's just because we didn't play one day. Yesterday we didn't have time. Goodwill 3, yeah, there you go. Calvin Goodwill. Goodwill with 9. Knight. Pull up is good. San Antonio Knight. And well inside, trying to get a slam. Yeah, there you go. There are still Nevada fans in this building, so know that for sure. A steal by Manuel. Tony down the lane. Layup is good. And those two have been in the playoffs before. How haven't they? Yep, together too. They had to play LAS the first time they were in the playoffs. It was actually, I believe, the last time they were in this, Manuel's rookie year. I don't know if they made it that previous year. I know Seattle makes it every year. Other than that 2K League, it broke their streak. Seattle usually does not do so well. They have an opportunity this year, actually, to pass the first round. And they usually do not. Hey, Caden Goodwill! Sometimes they do. I mean, if they're playing a young team, they can take advantage of them. David White for 2. Like, they took advantage of that young Oklahoma City team. Or that washed Oklahoma City team. Not young, but washed. That was led by Marcus Morris. They beat them, and then they beat Minnesota and went to the conference finals that year. Here's Knight. He takes a 3. Bang! Most impressive player so far is Calvin Goodwill. Rebound by Jordan Smith after that miss, though. Yeah, just keep on taking shots, though. That's what you got to do right now. Marvin Young! Manuel missed again. Now we're at the 10-second rule. Marvin finds Knight. Knight finds White. White for 3. Bang! Manuel couldn't get a shot off. And it's a 6-point lead. We end this quarter. Great movement right there by Seattle. That's how you do it. Marvin, he gives it to Knight. Sets a screen on Portis. A little switcheroo like this. Push off. Look at that. Look at that. And then the motion switches. Portis is unaware of what's happening. He sees that Knight is going this way, so he goes there too. Gets trapped. Wide open White. Portis needs to be aware that Seattle's making that move, and they're going to find the guy that's wide open. And he took it just on time. This is an optional too, where Knight, you see that multiple plays happen here. You know, you give it to Knight. Screen is set by White. And then there's 2 guys that can guard 2 guys, right? 2 on 2 right there. But then...
Wait, really quick.
Yeah.
You should have guys pick out my flowers more.
You should have guys pick out my flowers more. Long distance relationships.
Yeah, look at how pretty they're opening.
How did he pick them? When they were closed?
Completely closed.
Okay.
But, I don't know, the lady that brought flowers last time, she brought, really bad flowers. They died the next day.
You're gonna have seen more DoorDash people than me. It's sad.
But it's you. That's the intention behind it.
I know.
So at the end, it doesn't really matter. It's so pretty. I've never seen a tulip that pretty.
Because you're pretty, you deserve pretty stuff.
No, it's just no. Okay, yellow.
Sit down, Kiss. Do you want me to stay unmuted?
No. Go on mute. I need to study.
Okay. Sit down, Kiss. All right, we're back here with these two teams. We were gonna check one thing and one thing only: the Nevada Nets and the Seattle Tornadoes' history against one another was one thing, but the playoff history, that's more important. Let's talk about it. We have a lot of the history right here, and let's see where we can find it. This is the 2020 playoffs. Okay, so this is not going to work like that. You got to actually find the thing, which is annoying, but that's how it's going to have to be, because Hoop Stats is fucked up, and it probably won't last anyways, as long as we want it to. So we're not going to last as long anyways either, so it's all good. Where are you? What was it called again? 2020 something. RBA Draft 30 Playoffs 2020. So you would go here, there. All right. So Seattle. So Seattle's history. They lost in the first round last time they made the playoffs. Game 1. It was a big one. Everybody stepped up to the table to try their best. But Ryan Griffin and Jabari Brown were just too much. Even though the factor that Knight and Young combined for great numbers, the fact that LAS had a third guy that I honestly think Seattle lacked that year, so they made White better. White said he's got to be the guy to get better, because if he made one more three that game, they would have won. The guy that took that last shot was Marvin Young, and then LAS also got technical fouls. And in this game, they just got plain out balloon out, because Griffin, Rose, they both continued to play well. Knight and Young, the two guys, they've been the two guys for the last couple seasons. But some stuff doesn't last forever. For Nevada, they didn't even make the playoffs that year. Do we have anything on the 2019 season? 2019 playoffs. Playoff 6 EB 2019. Let's just find it. So for 2019, RBA playoff 6 EB, Seattle, they had a much bigger run that year than anything. They beat Oklahoma City in the first round. They had Knight, Young, West, Quinton, all of them. West combined for 2010. And he was just a plain out superstar his last season, which unforgettably went down to the wire as a unfair season. They will be having a rematch versus LAS to finish that out. They'll bring back all the players that played that series, and Game 7 will be a thing. I'll let you in on that right now. Yeah, Seattle doesn't get to use some of their guys, but they do get to use David White off the bench. Peter Hall will not be there. Seth Curry will not be there. James Snow will not be there. They're not invited. They're newer guys. Knight had 30, West had 30, and Quinton had 54. This guy was 53. He was incredible versus Oklahoma City, who struggled. Ryan was the only guy. Marcus Morris, Maria Davis, totally different team than before. Just ridiculously different. I only see 3 players on this whole thing. Katie Garnett being another one. Sarah Lopez was there. So that means if Sarah Lopez was there, Derek... No, because Lopez was there, but Carby wasn't that year. That's the crazy thing. They only got Lopez in that draft. And then they got Carby the year after. Yeah, that rookie year for Manuel Portes. Nevada didn't make it the last season, and Nevada made it. They didn't make it in 2020. They weren't good enough, but in 2019 they did. Then Oklahoma City beat them. They wanted to even this series out. And then Seattle came right back, storming in and stealing another one. 43 for Quinton. Every game Quinton had was a great game for him. He really wanted to win that last championship, and he was so skilled. One of the best power forwards of all time, people say. And they tied the series up at 2-2 apiece. Got it all tied up, huh? And Oklahoma City lost that one. A big-time game. Quinton had 34. West had 39. That big-time shot by West to finish it off. And then Oklahoma City couldn't do much with it after that. And then they stormed through, but they couldn't win that final one, so it went to 7. It had to go to 7 to get it done. And Young took a bigger part in that game. West had 42, 16, and 14. Quinton only had 7. He got injured that game, but then they were still able. They got eliminated, and they weren't able to advance that year. That was the year after. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, that was game 6. Okay. So they lost that game, and they had to go to 6 then. Sorry, I thought we're at 5 already. All right, and then game 7, it rose to the occasion. Quinton came back after being injured 42 on his injury debut, and they still struck fire and won. Now for this Nevada team, different things for them. 59 for Manuel, 31 for Portes, lost game 1. Then game 2, it was Hugga Smugga. Manuel, he has to carry this team. He can't do anything about it. Manuel almost won in his crowd, but nope. Couldn't do much either there, and there as well. So Nevada, they've never won an RBA playoff game. If they do win tonight, it will be their first time ever that they actually win a Ranger playoff game. Now, we all know what happened with Seattle after those playoffs. They went on to another 7-game series against Minnesota. It went down to the wire. Let's just put West in and Quinton instead of Young and White real quick. West 30, Quinton 33. Lost game 1. And they came back after losing 2-0 down and took game 3 in their crowd. They were like, we got to get this under control. And then they lost again. They were down 3-1 in the series. But hey, you know what they say. Don't ever give up. 3-2. Wait. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. So they lost game 1 and 2. They came back and won game 3 and game 4. And they took both of them to their home. And then 3-2. They were just about to be eliminated. But then fight struck in them. 38 for West. Marvin Young, did he play a good role in this? Yes, he did. He had 25 off the bench. And they went down and won that game because of that bench performance. Also because of that second quarter that they really impacted it. They pushed it to 7, where it went to multiple overtimes for them to finally say, we are going to the conference finals. Quinton had a good 60 on that night. And he will never forget that night because that's the night he hit 60 on a double-double night with 19 rebounds. He carried that team, 15 threes, and he really did a lot. I don't think they would be able to even do half of what they did back then. That's why it's so upsetting to see that they never got to finish it out. RBA Conference Finals, we go to that now to show you what happened with Seattle. The disappointment on their face when they were like, what? This isn't over. And they need to check everything, Marv, over and over and over again. They got to be on top of shit because this cannot happen again. This is disappointing. This is upsetting to us that it even happened in the first place. And it's upsetting, obviously. 6-game series. LAS wins game 1. Then Seattle merges back and wins game 2. Then LAS wins game 3 in Seattle. Then Seattle says, hey, we are not done yet. We are winning game number 4. Then game number 5 goes to Seattle. Quinton with 48. And then apparently this is the game that they got eliminated, but they didn't. So that's just so disappointing. $42. That's a real great number. And they weren't able to ever beat LAS. LAS scored a buzzer beater and they said the series is over. No video footage of that. And they started the finals on the 17th, the day after that. Oh, man. I don't know what to say about that. That's just so stupid that they did that. That's just like... I don't know what to say. It's just unbelievably stupid and... Where's the 2021? Did they get to even play in that one? No. Wow. That's so upsetting. So that was the last one ever. And it didn't end correctly. There should be a violation for that, and honestly, it's so disappointing. And you know, I can't stress that enough. Like, we have to make sure that that's fixed up this year. They have to make everything perfect. They cannot cost any more of these kind of things to happen. Yeah, Seattle wants to win it this year because of that disappointment. They feel like they deserve to just get the trophy because they deserve that Western Conference Championship trophy. They had a great run. They beat Oklahoma City, a up-and-coming rising star team who didn't have Carbide or Shane yet. Yeah, but still. Those two guys made Oklahoma City so good. And then acquiring Mac Jack, it's just changed their game so much. They will have that rematch, though, so that we can see who will rightfully win. If they lose to LAS in that first one, then it will be over, and they won't have to do any more rematches. If they beat them in that Game 7, Baltimore might lose their 5th championship that they earned. So they could go down to 4, which Baltimore does not want. They're saying, Gil will play that game, all right. We're going to crush you guys out. We're not going to let you guys win. But the one problem is I think Ivan Manning would have to play with them. It's a reverse time travel thing, so... And they're going to get paid to play together so that they don't have any issues. Because we know that they do have issues, but they're going to get paid and they get a championship. If Ivan Manning lost his championship, he's probably going to want to play with Val anyways to get that rightfully back. That series went to 5 when they played against LAS. Not a good finals compared to others. Goodwill, no. Nick in the paint, couldn't get it. Gives it to Marvin. 3, unable to. Rebound, and wow, he's stripped and he gets fouled. Remember, Nevada's never won a playoff game. Did it. Did Nevada make it last year? That's my question for you. I don't even know if they made it last year because San Diego, Denver, they made it, and then all the classic originals made it. LAS, Minnesota, that's 4 right there. LAW, Dallas, they made it. Young 3, bang! So yeah, we can recap that. LAS played Oklahoma City. Denver, they were the 2 seed. I know San Antonio played Dallas. We can get that out of our hands there, and then Minnesota. I think they had to play Denver. Tony Portis. Oklahoma City, LAS, and then San Diego, LAW. So I don't think Nevada's ever won a playoff game with Manuel Portis. I'm pretty sure they won before that. They probably have had to win one before that when Tony Portis was alone and they had Rose leading the team, which was incredible. You think about that even happened. Goodwill missed turnover. At one point, Rose, yeah, he was averaging 20, and Tony wanted to lead the team, so he said, let's make the playoffs and let's get that job done. White hits a 3, 15 for him. And trust me, David White will not be as good in that little mini tournament they do to get back that RBA championship. Baltimore still has 5 rings. I think that's their 6th that they might lose. They were trying to get 7 that year that they lost to Boston, and they made the finals last year in the 2K League, so that's a good sign. Marvin Young. Young saying he wants to take control during these playoffs. He loves the playoffs, he loves the atmosphere, and he knows this will be the time to take control if any time. Calvin Goodwill. Crowds calm down as they have a comfortable lead. Night 3, yeah! And that's a guy that will be retiring at the end of the season. We have a crazy guy who just came home. He's very bored. Goodwill, Tony. Yes! He was waiting for that to come upstairs, by the way. Young down the rim! Marvin Young. And right now, he's shocking everybody. Manuel hits that 3. Who do you think is going to get the MVP? Knight bang! San Antonio Knight with a big-time 3. This is such an automatic jump shot that he's got. Manuel missed. I think we'll see. I don't know yet, but I hope it's Shane Larkin or Derek Carr. They did so good this year. Goodwill 3. I just hope it's not Connor Valor, someone we've seen win it before. Manuel Marvin, it had to be someone that was consistent all year. I think Shane definitely deserves it. At least most improved, if anything. And they call that ball. He gives it to Jordan Smith. Yeah! Manuel for 3. All right. 1 second, guys. All right, we're back from halftime. Manuel took a three and missed it again. Manuel's playing a great game of basketball here. They're only down by 11. Hey, this is a great game right here by him. He's got to score more, though. He's shooting 2 for 8, but he's almost got a triple-double in 1.5. Like, that's good, but he's got to figure everything out. I like how he's been less selfish this year. And he's just not, like, shooting as much. But now he's unable to shoot as well as he used to be able to shoot. And I just think it's more of his body switch that causes this. But hopefully he gets turned around. I mean, hopefully he's able to shoot again like he used to be able to shoot. He used to be so good at that. He used to be knocked down, bang, bang, bang. I can remember every shot I've taken with this guy. And he's made all of them. Maybe it's just the other side of the court that makes him efficient. And he's not there yet. We'll see how good he is once Peter Hall, Curry, and Snow come in. 3 shooters. How is the Seattle team going to do? Are they going to make it far in these playoffs? Well, if they get guys that can all shoot the basketball, be ready to be afraid. This is going to be a hell of a nut house. And this is going to be a long playoff run. You better get ready to be prepared. Yeah, well, speaking of nut house, disappointingly enough, Manuel will not get as much rest. So Petler will come in for Val Jr. and then Val will come in for Caden, and then Tony's going to come in for Kelvin. And then at the end, Manuel will probably get some rest at the end. He says that he's going to play the full game tonight because of that. Because of injuries. And he's allowed to do that. Since they have 7 guys, he's allowed to do that. Calvin Goodwill. There's Smith 3. Yes, got it. How good will they be? That's the real question. Manuel. Yeah, there you go. Manuel hits that 3. Now he's 3 for 9 on the shooting spree. Not as good as a shooter anymore from when he first started in this league by himself. He used to play only with Tony. Peter, 3! And that's the biggest feat right there. Being able to guard him in these playoffs. Manuel inside. Snow couldn't get anything to go. Manuel! Oh! Manuel able to get that one in and 1. Cortez wants his first victory ever in career history of the playoffs. Nevada's never won a playoff game, and he missed that free throw. Rebound by Goodwill. Goodwill 3, yes! No foul called. Goodwill with the 3, that's incredible. No All-Stars in for Seattle right now. Peter Hall. Former All-Stars only. Jordan Smith. Manuel inside. Snow. Gives it to Smith. No good. Rebound Calvin. Manuel down the rim. When they play great basketball like Manuel, hitting 3s way downtown. I don't know when the stream stopped, but it's just when you have that, it's kind of a feeling that you're not able to stop them, and it's just disappointing. He's able to do that at a high level tonight. Obviously, Seattle not doing bad as well. In this second half, they're 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. Smith with a 3, Curry with a 3, Peter Hall hitting some 3s. But Seattle cold time. It's time for them to get back their guys into this game. Knight's going to check in for Jordan Smith. White's going to check in for Hall, or for Nick Tritton Jr., who hasn't scored tonight. And then obviously Carter Val Jr. checks in for Caden Goodwill. Seattle took a timeout. They're back. Knight for 3. No good. Out of bounds. Manuel 3, yes, got it to go. 32 points now, and they're all tied up. He came back from 11 down and has tied this game up. Great shooting by Manuel Portes. Now you got to be careful. Seattle has 3 main shooters in, and everybody on the court can shoot right now. David White in the paint. White inside on Petler, and he got that one in. That's a great power forward move right there. Manuel, pull up is good. 34. Snow out of bounds. They never bounced that high. Wow. Let's clap. Manuel down the rim. Throws it down. He has the lead. Manuel Portes going off in this game. Tony Portes coming in for Calvin Goodwill. Manuel with a steal. Oh, the play again. He's not stopping. It's a 4-point lead by Nevada. Knight shoots, lost the ball. Tony gets it. Tony gives it to Manuel. Manuel back to Tony. Tony, bang! It's a 7-point game. Peter 3. Got it to go. Peter Hall. Ends that run, Manuel. There's Snow to Curry. Rebound by Rose. Great rebound there. Finds an uplift to Rose. Oh my goodness. Again. This is the best part because you don't know who's going to win. Knight hits a 3. The 4 and the 5 seed. One of the best. Manuel, pull up is good. That jump shot is so automatic. Manuel, another steal. Oh, down the rim. Snow unable to, and they have been obliterated. 44, and Manuel continuing to just dunk the basketball. He's like, hey, if I can't do anything with it, why don't you watch me? Watch me do something with it. Don't believe it, just watch. Don't believe it, just watch. Don't believe it, just watch. Doo-doo. This is a great pass by Manuel. And he's officially got he's officially got a double-double. He's 1 rebound away from that triple-double. And he's 5 minutes away from winning his first playoff game. And this is such a great pass to Noah Rose. Teamwork, Marv. This is teamwork. He's a great point guard, and he's got that group now that they can actually compete for a championship. And they're just showing Seattle who they are tonight. The Mexican that was recruited by the late great Owen Christ. And he's done so much. He played for the RCBA team. He lost in the college championship. Came into the playoffs his first year. Got swept by LAS. He played with Tony. Tony said, we need a new guy. And they said, we got the draft pick to get a new guy. Let's get him. And then they got that first pick. And back then it wasn't lottery. It was just based off of how bad you were. You would get that first pick no matter what. And they changed it because of how many good players apparently come into the league every year. I mean, this last draft class, it was pretty good. Justin Robinson, Clyde Newman, Dan Hodges. Those guys are really good players. I don't think Clyde is as good as Robinson. Definitely going to have to give Robinson that Rookie of the Year. No questions asked. Sean Thomas was good, but he wasn't essential. I thought that Charlotte honestly would draft James Snow. He was really good in the draft process, but you know, he's not doing good tonight. He's gonna sub out with 2 points in his first game in the playoffs, in his first game ever in the playoffs. So Junior's gonna check back in for Hall. They said that was enough for Hall. And Young is gonna check in as well. Curry's gonna stay in a little bit longer. And Calvin will also. And Caden can't come back in because Petler hasn't scored yet. So Seattle got the tip, so it is their ball. Oh. San Antonio Knight for 3. Manuel inside. Great floater again. Marvin hits a 3. Yes. 31 for him. Petler inside. Couldn't get that one in. Got it back. Gives it to Manuel. Manuel. 3. And he's just ready. Everybody in Nevada on their feet. They want to watch him win. White 3. No good. Way off. Couldn't get it to bounce in either. Val Jr. And they're 4 minutes away now. Manuel, bang! Oh! He's completely taken over. He's unstoppable in this second half. Young way off. And Seattle losing focus. Manuel with 50. Finds Tony. Tony. Oh, that was a big time shot right there. Knight, he tries a 3. He's able to shoot it. No, that was a 2. They count it as a 3 either way. Manuel down the rim, and he gets a foul. So Seattle quiet tonight. 6 points in this quarter. Marvin Young, another foul. And in this second half, we haven't seen much from Seattle. I'll tell you that much. We have from Nevada, though. Ah, you suck! Trash, boo! No Rose coming out for Kelvin Goodwill. They put back in Goodwill, and they did their job. They did a great job. Both of them almost at 20. Plus Curry, yes, he hits that 3. And wow, yes again. 55, Marvin. Petler inside, in the paint. Great play. So now they can put back in Caden as well. Knight hits a 3, yes, 24 for Knight. 109 to 99. It's a 10-point lead. Here's Seattle. Curry for 3. Bang! He hits that one again. And he lowers his lead a little bit lower now. Val Jr. Gonna shoot a 3. Oh! And he hits that 3. And the fact that Baltimore wanted him this season and Nevada wouldn't give him up was hilarious. I think it was a deal for Tony involvement too. And they were going to give Zachy Mulder for those 2 guys. Right. They don't want to get rid of their young core. Manuel. Young got the rebound there. Curry. He finds Knight again. He takes a 3. He's fouled at the 3-point line. So he'll get 3 shots. Weird grouping right now for Seattle. I'm going to tell you right now. That's a weird grouping, but it might work. Caden Goodwill coming in for David Petler. San Antonio Knight shooting 3. Knight will shoot 3. Makes that first one. Makes that second one. And he makes that third one as well. Beep. Jordan Smith coming back in for Seth and Curry. Yeah, well, Smith obviously going to take his spot back, but Curry did a great job off the bench. That's a great acquirement that they got right there. They picked up. That at this time of the season, you want to see those kind of selections and a perfect pick right there. Manuel, bang! 60! A brand new playoff career high for Manuel Portes. Another 3 goes in. Knight, he's fouled. He'll get 3 shots again. Tony, another foul. And they have 30 seconds now to find the ball, or it will be a technical on Seattle. All right, they found it. Let the timer run out. So Knight gets 3 more shots here in these playoffs. 10 for 13 tonight. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. All time, he's a 72% three-point shooter. He will hit his 200th game in these playoffs, no matter what. Unless something bad happens. And he makes all 3. Now he lowers it to what is now a 3-point game. Manuel scoop up and in. Great job, and you know that Marvin has no defense. He's a smart, fast, quick thinker. Great job. White. He takes a 3. Offensive foul is called before. And he gets it, and he's not happy about that. Come on, man. I'm going to be calling that shit, man. Nevada about to steal this game. These playoffs are about to get fun. Marvin, oh, he almost had that one. White, he takes a 3. He's fouled that time. And he gets 3 shots and a foul. He gets the 3-pointer and the foul. So when did he get the rebound there? Now we're at 117 is what they're going to call it. They're not going to look. They're going to say it's 117. 117 on the clock. They've negotiated on that. White makes that one. They don't care. Here we go. Keep going. Manuel came all the way back from 11 down. Now it's a 1-point game. Good. Manuel, bang! Another 3. Nice 3, no good. Rebound, Tony. Manuel, oh, missed that dunk. And out of bounds, 58 seconds. 57, that's pretty good. One, 2. Clap, clap. White for 3, no good. Rebound inside, got it in. David White. He's not fighting. He's fighting till the end. Manuel, pull up is good. Great layup float is good. Knight, he'll take a 3. No good, out of bounds. Timeout, Nevada. Or Seattle, timeout, Seattle. Full timeout on the floor. So Seattle took a timeout. It's not their ball. Knight took a big time shot and missed again. Those kind of shots right there are why they're losing. He's 67% though, so it's different. This is a different atmosphere when it's the playoffs for sure. I'll tell you that much. Manuel, he finding ways inside and going in. 10 rebounds, 17 assists, 3 steals tonight. He's played a great job. And you were talking about how he started 2 for 8. Now he's 12 for 18. Not a bad way to push through 10 shots in a row. And they all go in. Yeah, the last 10 3-pointers all in, that means. If he started 2 for 18. Yeah, and he's just mastermind at threes right now. Seattle's got to figure things out. What do they want to do? Peter Hall is coming back into the game. Beep. That's the only substitution they just made. So they didn't put Curry back in. Seth and Curry tonight had a very good game. 3 for 4. Smith, he's 2 for 4. White for 3. Bang! It's good. 25 seconds to go. Marvin Hill, it's an offensive foul. Manuel's not happy about it. He's saying there's no offensive foul. He wants a challenge. He wants a challenge on that. The Mexican wants a challenge. Yeah, well, either way, it's not going to be a shooting foul, but they're going to call it. It wasn't offensive. They're not going to give them any opportunity. He does get the challenge. He does get the review. Maybe they will only be looking at reviews during challenges. It's kind of stupid and it's annoying too, but you got to do what you got to do to win a championship, and he's not happy what he wants right now. The Mexican wants a challenge. Offensive foul. White for 3. Bang! It's good. 25 seconds to go. Marvin Hill. It doesn't look like offensive. White for 3. Bang! It's good. 25 seconds to go. Marvin Hill. Yeah, there is an offensive. And he's going to get a warning as well now. Disappointing. The rookie telling him to calm down. 67 tonight. You know, that combines for the same amount that Marvin and Knight have. He combines for 2 of the best players on Seattle. And they've got 3 guys now that are shooting plus 20. They were lacking that a couple years ago. Now they have that. Now they have that core that they need to really win a championship and be great. And Seattle has that opportunity now to take this over. 1, 2. Doo-doo-doo-doo. White again. 3. David White. It's again 6 for 10. And you know there's always that one guy that will have that night. Tonight it's David White. It's his night. 29, 6 for 10 from the 3-point line. And a timeout by Nevada. We started at 4:30. It's almost been an hour and a half. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Looks like we'll have to do something on Thursday. Some dynamics, if anything. Even though it's a holiday, it doesn't matter. We'll have to do the dynamic study modules. If we don't get it done tonight, it'll move on to tomorrow, the holiday. Yeah. There is supposed to be a game tomorrow. That game will be a very good one, actually. Boston and Miami on Turkey Day. It's great. That's a classic. And, you know, nothing better than having a classic on Turkey Day. And this is the 3rd game. Tomorrow will be the 4th game that started for these playoffs. Nevada. Are you ready? Defense! Defense! Manuel shoots, bang! He hits. 8 seconds to go. And Seattle wants a timeout as well now. Manuel's so happy about that one right there. And he's cocky about it as well. Yeah, he hasn't gone on the ref's good side tonight. 70 points though in this playoffs. Yeah, when you start playing like you were back in 2020, when everybody was hitting 70, you start witnessing yourself as a superstar. He had 81 in one game of this regular season, so this is usual for him. Seattle wants a timeout. They do want to discuss this one. And no better to do it than with the quiver board that we have here. It's a great thing to use. Let's go. And he didn't tell a specific player to shoot it. That's all we will tell you from that playbook right there. But they are having Jordan Smith inbound the basketball. That's interesting right there. He's not been shooting well tonight, and he's got 6 assists though. So just keep that in mind. He get past the game-winning shot right there and get 7. Are you ready? This is a weird stack play. So Nevada's playing zone. Oh, they're well ready for this. So the 2 guys that come up, even if it's not 2 guys, they will be ready. Here we go. Whenever you're ready, we'll pass it in. You ready? Ready, go. 5. Peter sets there. Knight goes there too. White. Win, yes! Got it to go! No time wasted. And Goodwill went the wrong way on that play, and no one had him. Woo! 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 Seattle has a foul to give. Manuel not happy with that play. He's telling his teammates to run back. Manuel missed the layup, and he'll start fouling. 3 seconds. They have to review that. I think Marvin got the rebound and pushed Manuel a little bit. Just a little bit, but he was able to just tap him and get that foul. Maybe there will be a review. There is a review on the floor. Nevada has requested a review. They use another one of their challenges. They have 3 challenges a game. Oh, man, what? You that? I think Martin got the rebound and pushed Manuel a little bit. Even a little push would be enough. Manuel missed the layup, and he'll start. There was an offensive foul. The play on the review has been called an offensive foul on Marvin Young with 4 seconds to go. Nevada basketball. No shooting foul. All right, wow. So Nevada gets another chance. And Manuel, 2. Yes! Unbelievable! Leaves it off with 1 second to go now. And he's just like so happy about that play right there. Timeout, Seattle. They want to win it now. It's either win it or go home. Well, you are home, but don't win in your crowd and you see what happens. David West and Orion Quinton are here for this play. Come on, guys. We're down by 1. We're going to take a 2. Fuck it. Peter and David, you guys beat this with the post. You're going to have their guys right here. So X is right here. Don't worry about that. Marvin, be on corner. Seattle wants to win. They have a good play on their floor right here. And maybe this will go work out after all. Who knows? Maybe it won't. Maybe they'll lose game 1. Jordan Smith once again will inbound the basketball. Knight's going to start on that side. He never shoots on that side. If he does, it's going to be off. If he shoots from that side, yeah, he's going to be a perimeterally off. Lots of RBA players don't make it on that side, but, you know, sometimes they miss on that side too. But, you know, it's just about winning. I think that's just muscle memory at that point. Calvin is being told to guard Knight. And then these two are going to be in the split post like they were told to. 5, 4, White for the win. Oh! Seattle wins the ball game. Oh! He got it off. David White. An incredible. Wow! We just witnessed. Oh my goodness. And did he get it off on time? That was incredible. Fouling. 3 seconds. They have to review that. I think Marvin got the rebound and pushed Manuel a little bit. Just a little bit, but he was able to just tap him and get that foul. Seattle waiting. Woo! Woo! Yeah. An exact play that they told him to do. You got to check that one. No shooting. Timeout, Seattle crowd. Oh, goodness. Oh. Gonna be in the split post like they were told to. 5, 4, White for the win. Oh! Calvin is being told to guard 9. .74 the first time. These two are gonna be in the split post. If we get any misses, we don't count it. 5, 4, White for the win. Oh! Definitely counts. They're gonna check it one more time. 5, 4, White for the win. Oh! Yep, and it does count. So that is it. That is it. On the review on the play, the basket counts. Yeah! Seattle wins. Woo! Yeah! And they avoid losing this home court advantage. Woo! What a game! All right, everybody. Seattle wins off of a buzzer beater. Yeah! Woo! 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 34 points. How did he get that off? And he was able to retract his arm on time. They checked it 3 times. And Knight's very happy with them. Let's talk to David. Oh, we'll put you on this side. David, that was a huge win for your team as a whole. You guys are the 4 seed. And it could go either way with the 4 and the 5. But tonight you guys proved that you guys are much better than them. How do you do that? Yeah, they have a guy that's going to shoot every time down the floor. We got to stop him every time down the floor. That means, and got to make the difference out of that and keep on playing tough basketball and keep on trying to win basketball games. How do you feel after you just won that game? Oh, man, we just going to move on to the next one. We not feeling nothing right now. We're going to celebrate tonight, but we got to get back to business and win another game. Take care of business at home. They almost took it from us. So I'm glad that I was able to get that lucky shot off. But we got to do better next game. And we got to check film and do much better than last time. And we got to crush them out next time. They ain't that good. We were up on them for up 11. We got to take care of them better next time. And hopefully that will be the goal. All right. Good luck on all your goals. And good luck on the playoffs. Hey, you know what they say after the first one? 15 more! Hey! Every winner is supposed to say that, so there's no bad luck if everybody says it. Yeah, that's a good rule. They have to say it. They're paid to say it, so if they don't say it, they don't get their paycheck. So, that's what they do. Thank you, RBA. We love you. That was a huge game, and that was such a good game. I really believe that was a great game there. That's a good one. From all of our candidates here in the RBA, thank you for watching. Once again, peace out. RBA loves you. We are done for today.